Okay, hey friends and family. Should have made this video a couple of days ago. Um, and I hate to try and make a video when I'm stressed and upset, and it seems that I'm always stressed and upset about something anymore. But anyways, got my POS back on Saturday. Um, They turned out the oil sensor in the engine went bad. Um, I only went 2 days without work, which is a good thing. And it wasn't half as expensive as some of the other things that have gone wrong. Even though this was the third time this year, it spent a couple of days in the shop and caused me to lose a couple of days of work. Um, so, but yeah, I'm stuck in seem to be stuck in a perpetual state of, not being able to make the progress in my life that I would like to make. And finding myself just priced out of life. All I get to do is just barely survive and get by. Um, so, yeah. So, if I didn't have the foresight to buy this house when I did, we would probably be homeless because we are priced out of the rental market. There's no such thing as a rental that we can afford anymore, at least wise not here. Um, and I'm not in a position to be able to get up and move and relocate states. Um, and then being a female, and having a daughter who's a female, you got to be careful what state you live in now, or else you might not be able to find yourself being able to get the health care that you may need. So, unfortunately, we have a lot of states that are not uterus friendly. Um, so, and and as far as being able to afford a decent vehicle, I hate the way I've had to dump money into this Buick, but there's been no choice about that. There's nothing I can afford on the market, at least why it's not near me. Yeah, I've tried some online options. I did try Carvana. I almost got a car through Carvana. Technically, I drove it home, and something went seriously wrong with it before I even had the chance to drive it back and forth to work once. I got to drive it home when I did get to take it to work once. Okay. I drove it home. I got to drive it to work once, and on the way home from work, something went wrong with it, and I know they'll fix it, blah blah blah. But no, I'm not paying a monthly payment on a vehicle that you're gonna have to keep fixing, and I've got nothing to drive while it's being fixed. So yeah, that don't work for me. So, and they didn't have anything else that I could afford, and they haven't had anything else that I could afford since. So I'm still stuck with my POS. And that's just what's going on. I mean, we're getting by, and I try to keep at the forefront of my mind that we're doing better than a lot of people. You know, it, I know it could be so much worse. It really could, but the depression from the lack of forward mobility, you know, and trying to keep things decent for us, you know, and then the health problems. I don't know. I don't know how much of it is just maybe my age or the head injury that I sustained at work last year, which was my second work head injury. Um, so you know it. I I've got days where I'm just glad I remember my own name and I didn't forget where I was going while I was driving to work or home. Um, Grateful for the days where I'm not so sick. I'm throwing up. Just you know, but we're hanging in there, and I'm trying to hang in there as best I can. Um, you know, what can you do? You're priced out. We did get our mail-in ballots today. I'm very grateful for being able to do mail-in voting. I mean, not that we would necessarily have to drive too far to be able to vote. One year it was just down the road in Searchlight, and the other year it was just over in Laughlin. Searchlight's a lot closer than Laughlin, but still, you know, it wasn't like, you know, we had to. I know in some places they've shut down so many voting sites that you know it's near impossible for some people to get to exercise their right to vote. Um, so I'm really grateful for the mail-in voting because at least it saves me an extra drive that I may not be able to make because I might not have that day off. You know, and it's one of the things that I really appreciate about where I live right now. Okay, but friends and family, we love you, we miss you, and hope you're all doing well. Um, Sorry, I'm not the greatest at keeping in contact and calling and saying, "Hey, what's up?" Um, but I just it's 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 hard to call when you don't have a lot of good to say about what's happening in your own life. So uh, just remember, still love you, and I'm hoping and praying you have peace in your lives and in your hearts. Peace.